jersey. I can't put my weight on your back.
Are you done?
No.
Are you done?
We're at that part of the show already?
It would be great if it was. Getting home at 12.
Nick LePan, are you done?
Wait, we can go home?
Do you think it is a dangerous move? Do you think that technique...
Where does it take place?
Is it a dangerous... Because I would say...
Senator, where does it take place?
Identifying this tackle is like the old, response when
porn.
Yeah. You know it when you see it.
My ass.
I know it when I see it.
This will not be as clear as porn.
This is as clear as porn.
This will be scrambled Skinamax in the mid to late 90s where you're looking for a nipple. This will not be clear as porn.
You sound like Richard Sherman, Julian Edelman, offensive player. He literally sounds a little bit like Mayo when you hear this quote right now because he's responding to all the defensive players bitching and complaining about this being removed. He says, quote, "There are two sides to this. I'm all for player safety, and hip drop tackles are dangerous. But on the other hand," it's a Mayo quote.
Don't cover all your bases.
Just pick a side.
Exactly.
Okay. On the other hand, how is a defensive player supposed to tackle if we take away every method of tackling? I will say this.
I agree with Julian's second half.
The second half? This is such a baby. You don't have to please everybody.
To be fair, he at this point could have multiple personalities after all he's been.
True. Okay. My thing is, they have been, before people started using this, because I can't remember when the first time I saw it.
This has been around forever. You know how I know that?
How?
You know who was an undersized middle linebacker?
You?
I used to do this. A big guy, you wrap him up and you fall backwards onto his legs and it takes him down.
You know what? It feels like a judo move a little bit. I'm not even kidding. It feels like this, like...
Get Missoula on the line.
It does. It feels like, hey, listen, I can't physically bring him down, so I'm going to have to find a way to clip his feet. So
yes, back
in the 90s, in the mid to late 90s, you were literally allowed to clip defensive players. Okay, so let's say I'm on the right, play's going away. Defensive end is chasing the play. I was allowed to drop, cut them, and then roll, and then clip their ankles. It was such a dangerous play, but hell, I was like, they're letting me get away with it. Mm-hmm. I can't tell you how many times defensive tackles and defensive ends would bitch and complain. One time, they actually said, hey, please don't do this. Who was the guy from the Buffalo Bills who was the defensive end for all those years?
Bruce Smith?
Bruce Smith, when he played for the Redskins, came into our huddle. Andy, I kid you not, before the first play of the game, he was old at this time, and he came into the huddle and was like, hey, guys, hey, good to see everybody. Hey, can you guys stay off my knees? And he was like looking at everybody, and everybody was shocked that he was in our huddle. I got to get Matt Hasselbeck on the phone because he was in the huddle when this happened. And, hey, guys, just can you guys stay off my knees for me, please?
The ultimate brother-in-lawing it.
Yeah, and I was like...
so Hasselbeck should have been like, if you promise to not hit me, I'll ask them to not hit your knees.
Exactly. I was like, the first thing I did was try to clip him. The very first thing I tried, because I wanted to slow him down. So, okay, I want to play this clip from Emmanuel.
So the guy comes to you with a plea, and the first thing you think of is,
but to your point,
slowing him down.
Is he going to have mercy on me
no.
when I can't get my feet set because I'm not a tackle and I don't pass block, and the play is so dumb that they're leaving me on an island? I say, hey, before he snaps the ball, hold on, Matt, real quick. Hey, I got a pass block. I'm not any good at it. You've seen me on film, and I'm really bad on my left side. Okay, could you just kind of let me get set quick and then go? Thanks, buddy.
Brother-in-law.
That's awesome. All right, here's again, all the defensive players losing their mind. Here's Emmanuel Acho on the hip swivel drop tackle.
There's no such thing as a hip drop tackle, only a tackle. Imagine trying to tackle Rob Gronkowski. How you going to do it? Unless you are directly in front of him and he's in front of you, you got to find a way to bring him down. We created this name hip drop tackle to try to vilify something that's just a tackle. The game of football has been in existence for roughly, 100 years, and all of a sudden there's a hip drop tackle. There's no such thing. It's literally just a tackle. is a defender. You got to find a way to get a dude down by any means necessary. If that means I go to his hips, and because he might be bigger than me or because he has more momentum, I got to take him down by his waist or take him down by his knees. That's how it goes down. Don't let the league go soft on you. That's what it's trying to do.
No, that's not it at all. That's not at all.
He doesn't have it right. It's not go soft. It's very, very simple. It's going flag. Flag football will be football.
Stop it.
Troy Vincent has admitted it. Within the 100 years, he said, will be flag football. Who spoke at the NFL owners' meetings yesterday? Who presented to the owners?
Was it Troy Vincent?
Nope. It was DeAndre Hopkins. You know why?
Oh, because his flag football league.
They were interested in his flag football league.
No, they weren't. That was a brother-in-law move. Hey, we'll give you some. We'll give you some stage time with the coaches. Stop it.
What is the Pro Bowl now?
Flag football.
What is in the Olympics?
Flag football.
Where's the NFL going? Flag football. It's very simple. They're not even hiding it. They're doing it right in front of your eyes.
Do you look at a playoff game or a Super Bowl and say that looks like flag football?
It's getting closer by the year. Hip drop tackle. Do you think it's a coincidence that insider trading took place this offseason? So they took a physical style of play out of the game, correct? This is a physical style of play.
This tackle?
Yeah. Who is this most used upon?
Simple.
Who's this most? Whoa!
Coop,
just answer the question.
Hold on, Coop, bring up the video again of the examples of all the hip drop swivel tackle. Please bring that up again because I want you to watch it as you're.
They're just tackles.
Chirping.
They're just tackles.
No, they're not.
I'm with Acho.
They're not.
Dude knows his stuff. First time I've ever said that.
As long as he's not hosting The Bachelor, I'm good. There is an absolute technique that they are using. It's 100%.
Any means necessary.
Oh.
If I'm a little guy and I get a tackle
bring back the horse collar tackle. Then allow
the horse collar tackle should be allowed
to be in
play. I
play.
agree. Roy Williams ruined that for everyone. He breaks a couple legs and everybody's like, you do that too often, you're out.
Then why don't they
hate horse collar? It's called so inconsistently, especially at the college and high school level.
I think they call it too much.
It's overcalled.
I don't think they call it. No.
It's overcalled.
You
just said they call it too much.
No, not that. If they touch the back of the jersey, sometimes I feel like it's like. If you see a hit on a quarterback and it's legal, if it's violent, flag.
Exactly.
If you see, and that to me is what they need to get out of. That's going overboard.
You're going to see that more with this.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
Targeting. Think of how you view targeting.
All of a sudden that they decide to take out the hit. Hey, listen. So you can grab a guy by his waist as he's running by you. Like Mark Andrews is a great example of this with Mark Andrews, how he broke his ankle or wrecked his ankle. They grab, and then they drop. Because they just gonna to stop him, just because they all their weight.
Because if they don't, he's dragging him into the end zone like Gronk famously did.
But the other thing they do is what they do is they fling their legs around. So what happens is their legs fall on the person's ankle, right? Because the momentum is so much and the force is so great that they're not able to save themselves. Because I would say the runner has no way to protect themselves.
Okay,
that's why I think this particular technique should be removed. Now, all the whiny, bitchy Richard Shermans of the world and the can't decide.
Watts.
Stop it.
Jawan Bentley's.
You're right. 100 years they've been playing football, and this hasn't been used. Suddenly, you can't do your job. Oh, wham! Shut the hell up.
So,
honest to God, quit your bitching. You can still do your job. I'm watching it right now. Watch the way see the way they roll their hips?
And if he doesn't roll, what happens? The guy keeps running. He picks up the first down. He picks up the touchdown.
You can
guys like Gronk, guys like King Henry are too powerful. You know what this is called if you don't do hip drop? I've named it this. I don't think anyone else uses this. Nantucket sleigh ride. Do you know what that is?
It sounds like a dirty move in a porn movie.
It is not porn. It is not Urban Dictionary.
What'd you call it again? Wait.
Nantucket sleigh ride.
That is in the, porn dictionary. That's a move.
It's very simple. It's when the whaling boats would stab the whale with their harpoons. They would be lodged in the whale, and the whale would freak out and take off and drag the boat by the ropes all over the ocean. And then the big boat had to go find it later. Thing. So the Nantucket sleigh ride will be tight ends like Mark Andrews with these linebackers, Logan Wilsons of the world. Oh, I can't drop, so I just have to hold on. He's going to drag me. The dude runs all offseason with a sled of weights tied behind him. You don't think he can run with me? He's going to drag me into the end zone. Yay, more points. Mark Andrews got fantasy points for his owners. Oh, the score's in the 40s now.
Can I read you this real quickly?
Defenders are defenseless, and it's flag football that is coming. It's very simple. They're doing it right before your eyes, and you don't even know it, Christian Fauria.
Here is the key to the NFL's new wording on this hip drop tackle. The key part, unweights himself by swiveling. Okay, so you drop, and then you swivel your legs and your body, and dropping his hips and or lower body, landing on and trapping the runner's legs. Right. I don't know why. Your son plays football. This is going to happen to him. He'll be in a position.
Sure.
Okay, he's not the biggest guy, but he's really quick. So maybe it won't happen to Jackson. So he's too fast. That's what it is. He's not big enough. Right. So like so it's only for big guys. So even Richard Sherman calling Mark Andrews, how am I going to tackle a tight end who's 270 pounds? He's 255. One, stop exaggerating.
Well, that's still pretty big.
All you have to do, I would say everybody's bigger on both sides of the ball, though, Andy. All you have to do, you can still drop.
Everybody's not bigger on both sides of the ball.
You can still.
Marte Mapu, the league has trended towards safety linebacker types. Adrian Phillips, Jabril Peppers, Logan Wilson. Linebackers have gotten smaller. Tight ends are still big. Mismatch, and we're going to take away the way that guy can tackle.
What they're calling a hybrid linebacker now is just a backside will linebacker. That's all it is.
Smaller than he ever was.
Donnie Edwards.
Go look at the Giants.
The same
Pepper
size.
Johnson and
Donnie
Carl
Edwards,
Banks and
who
those
played
guys.
for the Kansas City
Mike
Chiefs,
Vrabel
was the softest, smallest back. He was a strong safety, big in size, but soft as puppy poop.
Wow, getting personal now. Calling names out.
I know.
No, this is just.
I just think
it's going towards flag.
Oh, stop it.
And it is making the job of a defensive player almost impossible because they have to think. What do defensive players always say? I play faster when I don't have to think. You're making them think more.
You are taking up all the time in my personally produced,
saving you.
Don't believe the hype segment. And we got to get to trending.